Forum! Alrighty, review time. Time to take a look at this Trilastin SR stretch mark cream and see if this stuff has what it takes to live up to its price tag. Oh, you can do it! You better do it!
Watch this.
If you are new to this channel, first off, welcome. My name is Anthony, AB, or Toff, and I want to welcome you to the Open Forum. This channel is pretty much dedicated to weight loss, skin loss, and building muscle, and basically anything that has to do with any of those three topics. And this review is over a product called Trilastin SR and the hydrothermal accelerator. Now, these products, you can get them on Amazon, you can get them at Walgreens, or you might be able to get them at Walgreens for together $100. This one right here is $70 and this one right here is $20. So basically it's, or $25. So basically it's right at $100. So basically, as far as shipping goes, nothing fancy. It kind of comes in a plastic bag. If you want to take a look at the overview, it's in the link and the side there, so you can take a look at it and see what you think. I'm not gonna go over anything that I previously said because that's just pointless, but let's get into it. So the $100, which I know sounds expensive, but maybe we are looking at it the wrong way for them. I mean, do you know any way of reducing stretch marks that doesn't involve a laser or any kind of laser? So taking a look at their website, it's pretty much aimed towards women during their pregnancy, during any kind of a trimester, which is fine, but the stretch mark reduction side of things can pretty much work for anyone. And you know, and I personally don't care what gender it's for as long as it gets me results. However, if you step away from their website, things get a bit more even. Amazon, for example, reviews are pretty much up and down. Some are very positive, some are not so positive. Some say it is a lifesaver, others say it is not. But why is everybody kind of up in a fit? You know, they either love it, they hate it, or they just want to cry about it, but why? So let's take a look at it with my own experimentation. So originally back in the overview, I said it would last 4 to 6 weeks, and yeah, that was not the case. It actually lasted for about 2 to 3 months. However, it should be noted that I ran out of the thermal accelerator, this little guy, about a week before the Trilastin SR. Not a detriment to the product itself, but it's something to take note of. Now, about the accelerator, I read that it works better with it than without it, which is why I bought it in the first place. With its application, it kind of goes on warm and it turns to very hot. If you have shaved or recently shaved in like the past 2 days, you are gonna have a great time with this kind of stuff. So you have been warned, ladies and fellas, whoever, you know, decides to shave their mid areas, you've been warned. This stuff will tear you a new one. So I pretty much was kind of consistent with applying it. I did not use it every single day of the week, but I used it about 5 to 7 days per week for about 3 months. Now, on to the reduction. I saw a reduction in my stretch marks by about 40%, which sounds significant. However, this was at the source. Now, what does this mean, the source? Well, when you put on like lotion or any kind of ointment, basically you rub it in, right? Well, the central area is where I saw the most reduction. However, on the outer areas, I did not see as much of a change. It wasn't as significant as like 40% where you really saw a visibility reduction in a huge number, and it's noticeable, but it is a reduction. It's just not as pronounced as that area. Another thing to take note of is it seemed to work better on areas of your body that are no longer stretched. For example, in women, the skin on your stomach after a pregnancy would ideally be a very good area, and, or guys who lost weight. Those are usually the areas where you will see the best results ideally. But for guys where their shoulders, which is usually a very big problem area for anybody that lifts weights, I notice minimal, and I mean minimal changes from when I started it to when I basically stopped using it after I ran out. And I saw just, nothing to say, not to say that it wasn't working, it's just that I never noticed anything significant because I'm guessing the area is still stretched, whereas my stomach, I did see a reduction. So that's just something to take a note of. Not knocking the product, but just saying that areas that are still stretched, you may have a problem with it in my testing. So with all that being said, bottom line, does the end justify the means, which is the money, which is $100? Well, Form, what exactly are your expectations? If you want every stretch mark on your body to disappear and you are an average Joe, then this will surely not live up to that. I am sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but that ship has sailed, my friend. However, if you just want reduction and anything will be better than nothing, then you will be pleasantly surprised because this stuff is fantastic for it. My few issues with it are nothing to knock it down for. I would definitely recommend this product to anyone that has lost weight or is looking to gain weight via baby, fat, or muscle. Any of the three categories. If you're looking to gain or lose weight, then this product might actually be for you. And and the $100 is kind of steep, but definitely if it gives you anything positive, then it's something that you definitely should look forward to, and it's something that you definitely should take a look at. And on top of that, it doesn't really have a market. I mean, I can't really think of any stretch mark cream that has actually worked. So I can understand why it is at that price because, hey, if you have no competition, then you do what you do. But that is going to do it for this episode. I would like to know your opinion of this product. Definitely try it out on your own and see what you think. I personally do recommend it. I think the end of $100 definitely justifies what it does for you, and you've seen in the pictures that I've provided that, yeah, hey, it does work. So it helps, and helping is better than it just, continuing. So with that being said, I'd love to know you guys' opinions on it. I will, of course, continue to review more stuff. This is just one of the products that I came across. If you have any other products that you have in mind, don't forget to leave a like in the comment. Let me know. Holla, yell at your boy, say, hey, I know something better than this stuff. I will definitely check it out, and that is going to do it for this episode. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you really want it for me, go ahead and subscribe. I love you either way. Block 1 to the left, block 2 to the right, and down to the bottom of my Facebook site. And that's going to do it for this episode. Toph to the A, B to the O, U, T. See you next time. Peace.